And we're back. I'm going to be sending out the chat signal, though. Give me a moment. And I'm going to send it in the official Elden Ring Discord. Let my people know. I had a lore realization. Pretty big. Don't know if anyone else had been talking about this. It was just kind of like I was jotting things to do down on a notebook, as I typically do. And we were talking about the madness area, Midra's Manse, last stream. After stream, I realized something about it, and it was like, oh shit. Actually, now I almost know no one was talking about it, because the way I pieced it together, I'm gonna have to show you guys on stream right now. It's a huge lore drop. Big lore reveal. We out here. I'm gonna send out the Instagram messages. So, Midra's Manse. A peculiar location. Isn't it, game developers? I guess I should preface it with a story. So, Midra's Manse. To talk about Midra's Manse, we have to talk about a different area in a different story completely. All right. Night Rain. Elden Ring, Night Rain, and the opening cutscene. When you start the game up and go into the tutorial, the first thing you are greeted with is also the opening of this game, Elden Ring. The starting of this game's cutscene, right? Not to get into Night Rain's lore, just it helped me realize and piece together something important. The shattering. What happened during the shattering? Alright. So this is a big lore drop that I pieced together, and I am going to just... Maybe someone out there has a theory about this similar, but now I have evidence. Flooding, right, of Liurnia. We out here. We are, in fact, out here. I have a huge lore drop for the community. So I'm going to start my stream with it. And, we'll just get right into it. So, in the opening of Elden Ring, they talk about the shattering, right? when the ring was broken by Marika and repaired by Radagon, right? The endless cycle. Or, well, we put an end to it because we beat the Elden beast, right? So I guess now the cycle is ended because of me. Remembrance of the Elden beast hewn into the Erd tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. It was the vassal beast of the greater will and a living incarnation of the concept of order. Probably what Marika was hiding from. Space, time, space, the final frontier. No, so the shattering that Marika did, right? It Here, let's look at the tree. Before I get too deep into some lore and references, let's look at the tree. Past self was right. We had a whole game explaining to us we were right, but we're not going to get into Night Rain too much. But in the opening cutscene of Night Rain, they show the shattering, right? The twisted trees we know now from Night Rain. It's all related. See that twisted tree back there, the shadow tree? That's a reference to the Silmarillion. You know what happens in the Silmarillion? The same thing that happens in the opening of Night Rain when it shows the shattering. The world is flooded. Now, where do we have an indication of a change in sea level? Well, let me show you. We're going to spend the whole time getting there, but there was a portion of the map that gets flooded in Middle-earth. It is the land of the elves to the west. Destroyed. So, why would that matter in relation to Elden Ring? Well, that tree right there is a reference to the Silmarillion, and it shows in the opening cutscene the world getting flooded. Now, why the fuck would that matter at all? The Shadow Altus. Down here is where we're going to be heading today. Right about there. If we can get there today, we made a lot of progress. But if the world is flooded, then all along the coast, there's going to be water, right? At a high sea level. My theory is that Midra's manse, down at the bottom of this world, is actually what the world looked like everywhere before the shattering. And Midra's manse, the Madness Forest, is what happened to it. Like, that is the outcome. But it is shelled. It is encompassed by mountains, so it is the only place not flooded after the shattering. We know there was a flood. We know there's a reference to the original, like, Middle-earth storytelling. In the big-ass tree right here. That big-ass tree stabbed. So is Mesmer Melkor? I have many questions. Many, many questions. Let's not jump directly into the fucking pit. Do you have a Shadow Tree fragment for us? Whoa, Jesus. Yeah, actually he did. Okay, plot twist. There was a Shadow Tree fragment. Alright. Crack open an energy drink. Let's get this shit started. Huge lore drop. And it's shown to us right at the intro. The world was flooded. So that would mean that we would be on like the height level of the mountain peak, right? In Altus. The plateau, the name Altus Plateau is saying that this is a plateau. It was high above. Oh, is this not open all the way? Oh no, it needs to be broken. Excuse me? A head required a head. Thank you. Oh, okay. It's a different set of rocks that needs to be broken. Yeah. Bonk. It looks exactly the same. I think this is another shadow tree fragment. Shadow tree. For anyone wondering why I pronounce it like that, it is a Old English word and spelling of shadow, where the word shadow originates from, which ties it into the arcanic, like arcane nature of the spelling, an old world, unknown, lost knowledge. I think that's another hint at the story being told here. Yeet. So, just like I was saying, we would be on a plateau. That's sick as fuck. Thank you. Even to the mountainous peaks. That's supposed to be Bale's Mountain, right? Dragons are the earth. It is the turning of the rock. That is the peak of a great mountain who we see only the top of because the world is flooded. That is a fact. Take it up with the fucking intro cutscenes. Don't argue with me. Go watch Night Rain's intro cutscene where it shows the world being flooded, and then watch the intro cutscene of just base game Elden Ring showing the shattering. It explains the storm, the water, flooding would be the nature of the night rain. And here we are, staring straight at the peak of a mountain. Right? It's a little taller. Locked myself out of the good ending in Blasphemous. I already got this ending, which I needed for the Witness of the Miracle trophy. I got Chrysanthus item instead, which a different ending. I'm on New Game Plus 3. I forgot there was New Game Pluses in that. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here my eye. So you have to look at something here. What are you looking at? You are looking at a mountain. Why does it matter that you're looking at a mountain? Because you're looking at a mountain straight. We're not looking down at a mountain. We're only looking a little bit up at a mountain. Of course your world got flooded. It came free with your Xbox. Yeah. So, the intro, I don't have that's elite ball knowledge. I don't have, what is it? Sorry or Uno? I forget what, I know the reference you're talking about, where he's like, they're talking about the game that comes free with your Xbox. Of course you have Uno, it comes free with your Xbox. Just fucking screaming at his friend. I have been both the guy screaming in that meme and the guy who's like, I don't have Uno. You have Uno! I didn't know that the world was flooded. Of course it's flooded! It showed it in the opening! So, the developer's probably screaming at me. Now, after playing through the game 9 times... Yeah. It is Uno. I got the reference. Great reference. But it took me, Cosmic Ghost, fucking 9 playthroughs on New Game Plus 8. Not this one. I'm on normal base game. But I've gotten through New Game Plus 8 on this game. Like the little reference you got there. And I've been looking for that secret ending. You sly fucks. The Age of the Absolute. I swear it's there. If someone can data mine and tell me if that isn't removed after all these years, I would never give up my search. Never. I would try to beat the game in every fucking way possible to get it. So it's good that the fog clears. And what is there at the base of the mountain? Rushing water, right? The water soaks up the mountain. It's all flooded. It was always flooded. Since the shattering. Since before we got here. But what's down there particularly? What's my little marker, right? So the world seems flooded. What's on my marker down there? Midra's Manse. So at sea level, or below sea level, is the Madness Forest. We made a bit of progress while I was yapping. I just upgraded my shadow rank of the blessing. I think it stops at 105% scaling at like level 20 or like level 19 or some crazy shit like that. So we could get a little bit stronger than a level 1 slime in terms of scaling. But right now we are less than a slime. And that explains the bird symbolism now. Bird watching. The birds are here because these were the tops of mountains originally. Weren't they? Game developers. Weren't they? And now we go to Bonnie Village. And again, that's a Silmarillion reference, so past me, you were right. And we're gonna say that a lot. So, just be ready for it. Nope. We missed the little gap. It's funny, actually. We had half health when we died. And then it killed us anyway. This isn't Night Rain. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music on now. Because we're gonna get into an adventure. God damn, was I right. God damn. That's actually fucking insane. Blasphemous is such a good game. Speaking of indie games and game development, I've been coding like the base movement of my game for like weeks now. And I'm pretty proud of where it got to. I'm not gonna unveil or showcase anything. Maybe I'll post it on like my Instagram for close family and friends, but I'm gonna sip this so that we don't lose. Oh wait, I changed the physic. It's not the thing it is. Alright, alright. Not the thing I need. So can I just go in here and down? No. I'm gonna have to jump onto that path that I did. But how the fuck did I do that? This is diabolical, game designer. Whoever the fuck made this path down to the madness, you're crazy. Yeah, that's death. Dude, that's crazy. You mean like Midra's boss music is amazing? True. You mean like character movement? Yeah, just the main movement of the main character. Just like I set up like a room, like a shack, so that I could get the camera clipping correctly. And I made like a forest, and I've been trying to set up like the atmosphere, right? Like not the theming, not just the visuals. Like I was changing materials and changing the lighting and finding like the perfect setting for the game that I'm trying to make. I feel like not a lot of people do that, especially after after watching the interview with Hideo Kojima, director Kojima-san. I was like, God damn. He's right. People don't fucking play their games enough when they're testing them. So I've just made like the basis um of a like a game. Like it doesn't have any functionality. I just coded in like a shooting mechanic that toggles into the animation. Actually, I can at least say this. There are going to be like cosmetic changes, nothing that like you pay to unlock. It's just like an unlockable in the game that changes your character's appearance. And I coded that in and had the animations parent correctly and stuff. It took days to troubleshoot and get it right. Because I'm using like a package manager from Unity that like everyone's got the fucking calls to all messed up. But it's honestly, I'm proud of where it's at right now, and I'm looking forward to actually like designing and making the game out of it. But right now it's nothing. It's just kind of like a blank canvas with a character moving. Been fighting off page fright is what I call it. When you're an artist of any kind, the scariest thing is a blank page, right? That's what they say. Like when you are creating something, the start of it is always the hardest. Like where are you gonna go? What are you making? The like pressure of a blank canvas. So I say just start it off, get a template down, start working on the template, get the details in that you want, and what that meme of like make it and then make it better eventually. Like as long as you have something to go off of. So I took like Unity's basic third-person controller, and I've been working on that non-stop like this whole month, since like the new year began. Okay, so there are some fragments here. There's so much to do. Actually, I have a question for the Lord's Chamber. Is the summon sign still here for Needle Knight Lita? Because that changes quite a bit of what people... I think they'd have to update the wiki. Yeah. Okay, so... she is still here, even though she is technically beyond the boss room. So we didn't go too far into the zone and break the seal. Is it an adventure puzzle RPG? Right now it's nothing. I do have an idea of where I want to go with it. But it's not like a Dark Souls game. There's no dodging. Very like I've been watching the Game Grumps play Resident Evil. I've been watching Jacksepticeye play like the horror games. He's been uploading a lot recently, which is awesome. And like I always like, and Markiplier's like 3 Scary Games and shit. I'm always watching those things and I'm like, damn, I could literally do better. Like I feel like an asshole saying that, but like half of the games they play, I'm like, that was like 10 minutes and it was just like building up to a jump scare with no story. I'm like, bro, come on. So finally, I'm going to try my hand at making a scary, like, or a quote-unquote scary game. I'm not, like, setting it up to be, like, a horror, super realistic atmosphere, like, but, yeah. Will it have lore? You'd make a crazy story? Yes. And I already have a story in mind. I was kind of, like, jotting down, messing with some ideas and stuff. I'm actually really excited for it, but this ain't about that right now. We're talking about Elden Ring and all the crazy lore that I uncovered while playing the game. I feel like we have answered many questions. Is this also here? Okay, so we didn't mess up anyone's quests. Because it says a lot of the guides I've been watching say that if you go past that shortcut, no problem. I do want to talk about it. I just don't want to make like this whole thing about myself and promoting like my indie game. There will be a time for that when it's more near an actual game. Right now it's like a tech demo third-person shooter. Think of like old school Resident Evil with Resident Evil 4 with like modern Resident Evil controls. That's what I was kind of going for, but then part of the Resident Evil change over time was that they made it like way more real and way more gruesome, and like the graphic fidelity is higher and the campiness is down. I'm going like full campiness. Okay, so you guys are gonna have to update the wiki and all of your guides again, because it says if you take that jump into the Shadow Altus, right, like we just did to get all these things, fight Dane and do all this shit, it says that you lock yourself out of certain quests, like people move on, but that is just not the case. All of the summon signs are back down where they would be, and I know if I go up here, the seal breaks, so I wonder if I stay down here and go down to Midra's Manse, does the seal break? Because if not, then this is an alternate route through the DLC that all of the guides say isn't possible. Here, let's get this invader down, huh? Ow. I thought I had the blood swipe. Well, mistakes were made. Look at how their blade glistens in the sun. Like their fucking oiled up skin. So let's talk lore about this place. The fuck's going on here? We are searching for truth. So you know what it is. Back on my arcane shit. As much as I love being a Spellblade, the search for truth is where it's at. Well, I killed myself. Let's kill one of these guys, and then I'll go through to the Midra's Manse, which is like just down the river. I think that there's one way through the Black Keep, but I know if we take that route, it's going to I don't know why my brain is like jump on the pots. But if we go through the alternate back entrance, I don't think we'll be able to do it. Heal up. Damn it. I tried to cut them off before they could do that. They input read the fuck out of me. As soon as I hit the button, they jumped. This guy's harder than Dane, because he seems to have input reading like that's instantaneous due to the lack of armor. We might just go magic Spellblade cheese, where I'm running away and casting. Let's just test this out real quick. Nope. Who invited that fucking guy? Or that guy? God, it's so much better now that I have shadow fragments. It's... Oh. Really? Really? Well... That's why I was trying to heal. I thought someone was going to throw a rock at me. I didn't even notice. Okay. So this is what's going to have to happen. The whole village is horn scent ghosts. A bit of lore. Also, we finally got news from the Winds of Winter. Or the Winds of Winter. I have no fucking idea what that is, but that's cool. Oh my god. I may have been looking at chat. Alright, that's... that's my fault. I would like to call bullshit. Not only did he sidestepped me. He missed me with the drop down and still fucking got me. Oh, man. I don't even think the guys that I killed were the ones that killed me. Game of Thrones next book. I haven't read Game of Thrones ever, which is funny because half of the lore is going to be based off of George R.R. Martin's writing style for like world building, because he set the world up. All right, this is all I need to know. He's a fan of Lord of the Rings like I am, and it is a reference to the Silmarillion. I literally don't need more than that. I know as much as I need to. My boy, real recognizes real. I totally understand, Georgie, man. Georgie. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, shit! Look at all these fucking... I knew that someone was gonna throw a rock at me. Ta-da! And we can get the fuck out of here now. Ow. Did you drop anything? No? Whoa, that's a lot of them. Okay. Got anything else for me? You got a butcher knife? Okay, this is a huge lore oversight. Vati was talking about Bonnie Village. This is gonna tie into all of it, right? Hey, Georgie, they all float down here. Yeah, in the flooded world, everyone's floating. And the boatman is probably happy. But actually, the boatman might be upset if they didn't pay their, you know, their 2 tokens for the boatman. So, let's see. Can we find the statue? I think it's over here. Holy fuck, is that death? I don't know if it's death, but that's a walk around. Alright. We're gonna need our lantern. So he was like, in Marika's home village of Bonnie Village, there's a snake. And then he's like, we don't know why Mesmer would have snake powers. If you walk 5 fucking feet in this direction, you get your answer. This is the grandmother statue with its head cut off. The grandmother statue is the statue that Marika left her braid at in her... And you get the oh mother gesture here, right? You need this gesture, this emote, to get to the true statue with the head still on it. That Marika left her braid at. So Marika is connected directly, right? Marika's hairpiece with this statue. This statue's here. 5 fucking feet away. Giant snake. What the fuck are you talking about that we don't know the connection? You literally need this emote in Mesmer's Keep to get to the area for all of those answers and lore analysis. How do you fucking overlook such an integral part of the DLC itself? What the fuck is his lore video talking about? It's like willful ignorance. Like, oh, there's a he was trying to, like, in the opening of his Mesmer video, it was like, there's a snake here. He tried to make it all mystic. Like, ooh, there's a snake here, and who knows why and what the connection is to Marika. Walk 5 fucking feet and you get your answer. Oh mother. Right? That's the emote in Mesmer's Keep to get to the statue where Marika herself left a piece of herself at this fucking statue. That you literally need this statue's emote. It's like, that's... You get this emote, and you can go to a piece of Marika. That is also on this statue up the fucking hill. That's why I'm like, what the fuck is Vati Vidya talking about? Like, he was like, we'll never know why Mesmer was born with snakes. It's because that was the actual power that they were born from. That was their original power. The snake one. It's not even like what more evidence do you need other than there's the snake, there's the fucking statue. Like it's not like, oh, it just happens to be the statue. It's like, no, you need this statue's emote to get to the piece of America. This statue right here, 5 feet from the snake. It's part of the puzzle. Why? Why? Why does the lore man turn a blind eye to such overwhelming evidence? Detective work. Good job, detectives. You walked 5 fucking feet and you got the answer you were looking for. What the hell is he talking about? I think there's it's either a shadow tree fragment. Okay. Or it's an ash down here, which also connects America to the Noclateo nighttime ash people, spirit summoning, puppet makers, Albinorics. Yoink. Yeah, it's a ash. Revered spirit ash. It's like, did you not play the DLC? Did you just like no clip around and expect yourself to have the answers? That's what I want to ask Vati. I'm like, why are you talking about a DLC you didn't play? That's really what I want to ask him. Did you play the fucking... Did we play the same game? Alright. So... if you cross that bridge and go up the path, Mikola leaves the coast. Is this... okay, this is where I need to wind up. But if anyone was wondering about why Mesmer had snake powers, play the fucking DLC and it tells you. You didn't need Night Rain for that one. That is actually just the game's story. I don't know. I think it ties her to the Albinorics, and it really hints that Marika was an Albinoric of some sort, right? And that pokes a hole in a bunch of his theories, which I'm not even going to say it's confirming it. It just hints at that. Because the people of Bonnie Village are stuffed into the jars. That's like a big thing. The shaman women stuffed into jars. Did we just come from... yeah. Okay. I have several questions, and none of them are, why does Mesmer have snake powers? The Abyssal Serpent is what he is probably sealed away for, and it's, again, the proof, you can't deny it if you see it. You see that Marika's child has snake powers. Like Rykard. Actually, Rykard would be Radagon and Renala's child, I believe. Which, even then, I will gladly admit I was wrong about my theory that Marika and Radagon are separate people. Though everything we keep finding hints at that. So, who knows? Not me. I imagine it is sort of like a, what's that way? Oh, that's the Midra's Manse, isn't it? I think it's more like Mikola taking over Radon, right? Mikola is the Marika, and Radon is the Radagon. Okay, I was not looking at the screen. I just saw movement out of the corner of my eye while looking at chat. Yikes. Okay, I think this is a jail. We're probably gonna lose our souls here, but that's fine. I think to believe that Marika and Radagon are the same person was the goal overall for the Golden Order. Just like Mikola wants to abandon Saint Trina and become Radon in Moog's body. There's probably something similar to that. Wiggy pudding and extra stamina so we can run. And then the Gloam-Eyed Queen powers being associated with death means that Saint Trina's death power makes sense. Where are you supposed to jump here? Isn't this like a fall off or something? Hello. Ow. Goodbye. So that's most likely the story, detectives. We've solved the case. We just needed a whole other game to hint at what the fuck was happening. This is going to take us to... Well, excuse you, princess. Holy fuck. What did that say? Is that a legendary item on the ground? Cleave damage. Acquired a bolt. Okay. The least legendary item. Ow. Okay, alright. I got snacked on. But then that proves my point. If that is the case, is what I'll say. That it proves that I'm right. That Marika and Radagon were not the same person originally. And it explains a lot of her dialogue to Radagon. That you have not yet become me. Right? Because his greater will... His will was the original greater will. And she's trying to impose her will. She's evil. How many times do we have to explain that Marika's evil before people fucking understand this game? Guess we're jumping. Yoink. No easy way out now. It seems like the Golden Order is just entirely founded on lies. And you see, if you've played the Souls games, I won't even argue lore with people who haven't played Dark Souls now that they are officially tied together. Whoa. With Night Rain. I'm like, why are you arguing about like the 8th game in a series? Like, wouldn't you like to know the story? Shouldn't you go play the fucking the rest of the story? So if it's supposed to be like Gwyn, keeping and perpetuating the Age of Fire at the detriment of humanity, right? And there's no need to fear the abyss and darkness because there is light beyond the darkness. Right? That's like the whole point. Which means Miyazaki actually agrees with me if that is the story, which is cool. Edge. Okay, brother. Alright, dude. That got me. Actually. I was expecting like important lore message and it's just like, you are here. Yeah, okay. I know I'm currently standing here, dog. Is that pot a merchant pot, though? Can I, like... Can I, like, go up here? I gotta be able to hit that, right? Nope. Okay, well, that answers that question. It totally looks like it, and I'm surprised it's not one. Are you a sleeping jar man? You are a sleeping jar man. Well, fuck. You know, I saw him getting up, and I was hoping I'd be able to jump from the bottom pot to the top one in time. While in combat, you're unable to craft items or open your map. Yep. I knew that. Ah, fuck, that was painful. So, just to get my souls back, let's straight sip. We've made that mistake multiple times. So, America's the bad guy. Radagon was the victim. I think that is the most sound logic to, like, take away everything. If he's trying to undo the original sin of America by doing the same thing, right? He's no better. So Mikola's still the bad guy. What's up, dude? We're talking lore. We're talking deep lore. Radagon was never America. And that's why they keep switching back and forth. That's my lore analysis so far. After having played the DLC and beaten the base game 8 times and New Game Plus 8 and doing a no leveling run through the game. After going through the game for 1,000 hours, I finally understand that America's the bad guy. Where the fuck do you go for that? How do I get you? Shiny. How you doing, Expired Chips? Hope all is well with you and your fam. It's not just America's the bad guy, because that's obviously, it's like a 4-year-old analysis of the lore. I'm like analyzing what the deeper meaning to America's actions are to make her the bad guy. I got home, got myself a cheesesteak. I thought you said cheesecake for a second. That sounds wonderful. Okay, I was about to ask, where the fuck am I? I don't think I have the luxury of asking. Do we jump? Which one of these walkways breaks out from under your feet? Get away. Oh my god. Oh my god, is this the fucking opening area? No. Okay, so do I just... Take me up. That's not up. Get shield ready. Oh, there is an up. Well, where the fuck am I now? Yoink. Sorry, gentlemen. What are you? Oh, that's actually a lore drop. Wow. Bottomless black helm, cool to the touch. Flowing lines in the seeming shape of a fingerprint adorn the surface, imprisons the wearer in utterly lightless dark, bestows upon those born deep underground, ordaining them as sword hands of night. Which does go into my America theory with the puppet people and her being the Glowmite Queen and connecting her to the night and everything that I said before. But how does it tie into the Silmarillion? No, Gate? Nope. Because the God-slaying greatsword... Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. Good to know that I can poise through that. Sorry, ma'am. Behold, didn't expect Shield of Night? Okay, yeah, I didn't either. A shield awarded to sword hands of night, cast in a bottomless black from which no light can escape. The outer surface is only corporeal, providing reliable defense against attacks that are not physical in nature. That's a pretty cool fucking shield. Unleashes the Dark of Night imbued with magic power. If used immediately after blocking an incoming attack, its power is absorbed, bolstering the strength of this skill. America's the bad guy. You ain't gonna tell me shit. No one can tell me shit. Don't you dare. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. I needed that. Is this Shadow of Erdtree? It is, in fact, Shadow of the Erdtree. And as all games, as all From Software games do, every Dark Souls, you get your answers in the DLC. Like, the base game provides a bunch of questions, and then all of the answers, the rest of the story is told to you in the DLC. That's why I'm analyzing the lore. Sweet! Yeah, no, I'm doing the hard mode DLC where everything's fucking upscaled like 100. And I'm not even close to full weapon scaling yet, so I'm like part of a level 1 slime right now. I'm not full. Not a full level 1 slime. I was really hoping that would pop when I did that. I remember this. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, okay. It's tight. Let's see if we can get him to jump off the ledge. Dude, that would have been so fucking funny. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Goodbye. No item behind. Oh, shit. Dude, I killed those guys off screen. Oh, fuck me. I remember this boss. Alright. Time to lock the fuck in. Hypothetically speaking, if I do this... And then... Nope, I don't have enough yet. And then... this, and then this to save a healing item, and how much health do I have? 566. Well, fuck me. What if we do this? I might need those, actually. Blue and red. For anyone wondering. What the hell is the requirement for this? 660. Ooh. Is there another item that increases your maximum HP? Shit. Alright, well. Fuck it, we ball. I summoned you before, I just forgot how to do it. So we'll put that away for now. Do we have... There we go. Oh my god. No! Oh, fuck! me, dude. I was doing so much damage. Oh my god. Stake of America. We run it back. We run it back. Necromancer. So... drink this to not lose my stuff. Go in here. Summon my... ghost girl. Damn, that's wild. Yeah, we get one shot by everything. Oh, fuck. I may have been practicing on the one that's like really close to the intro. Please shoot him. Oh my god, I'm bad. You did so much damage. Yeah. Yep. Well, this guy is like a normal enemy. He's not actually a boss. And I thought it was going to be the demi-human. Fuck! Alright. So I have to... I could just leave if I wanted, but I don't want to. I want to kill this guy. We summon. He summons. We sip. He fucking teleports. I don't know where he's at. Oh. Oh, it's never a good thing when you miss. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. It's kind of harder when there's a second person. Or like a second summon to swap aggro. This is my problem in Night Rain. Like an enemy will be attacking you and then they'll switch, or they'll be attacking a teammate and then mid-combo switch to you. That shit sucks. Okay, so we sip. I'm doing enough damage that I'm not really worried, but when we don't lose our souls now if I die. Please lock on. God fucking damn it, dude. Was he just immune to damage in that first half? Oh. Lieutenant, no! Fuck me, I knew he was coming, but I didn't dodge in time. Oh, I just need like 2 more hits off on him. Kill him, Lieutenant! Nah, that would be funny though, if I'm dead and my fucking spirit summon gets the kill. Necromancy. We're gonna sip. Should have done that before I went in. We're gonna summon. Should have done that before we went in. And that's why you buff before the gate. See, a valuable lesson to my viewers. Shit, dude. We didn't drop our souls though because I sipped the physic, so we're fine. We sip now. We go in. We summon as he darkens. We switch to this. He's gonna jump up. We get the fuck away from him. Keep attacking him, Lieutenant. No, I should have rolled forward. I thought he was going to swap aggro, so I hesitated. Hesitation is defeat. I'm so glad that has become like a fucking saying now in the Dark Souls community. Because it just teaches you how to play in a single phrase. Just don't fucking, like, you need to lock in. I need to lock the fuck in right now. No narration, just go. Okay, did he sprint? I tried to roll forward, but he just kept walking. But there is a problem where if you hold it down for like a half second too long, it turns into a sprint. This is gonna be the one. As I fucking walk in and die immediately. Alright. God fucking damn, dude. I just mistimed my roll. It looked like I got out of it, but I did that. Clip that for real. This is gonna be the one. Dies immediately. This is it. I was just reading your chat message. But yeah, it does happen like that. Alright. Let's try it without Latenna. I think Latenna is gonna be the thing that helps us in the end, but... What the fuck? His shadow was like on the opposite end of the boss room. Oh shit, he doesn't get poised check. Oh my god. Nope, I needed to roll forward. Yeah, Latenna is gonna help me with this. We need to be a summoner. When he goes for her is my opening. But if I can hit him with the bloody slash, then I can interrupt him going for her, kind of like a tank. Alright. Ring-a-ding-ding. You gotta, like, strategize. Okay, this might be the death of me. Just... Yep. Okay, what the fuck? I know I was pressing roll there, but I don't know if the hitbox came out before he did and I just didn't roll in time. There's like a stumbling death animation where it looks like you're alive for a second, and I think that's what was happening to me. Do I have the stat equipment on? I do. Okay, I fucked up. Kill me, friend. I'm gonna switch my talismans. Okay, why did that stagger him? Inconsistent stagger. No, that's not a problem though. The bloody slash seems to stagger him the right amount consistently, so if I just space it out. All right. We sip. We summon. We sip. God damn it. Okay, it didn't stagger him, and neither of my attacks hit him. Okay, we're getting him low consistently. It's actually just the space. If we hit him with both of those strikes that missed, I think he'd almost be dead. And then it would have staggered. The whole fucking playthrough would have been different. So spam sip seems to be the play. He teleports. Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm dead. That is not the healing item I needed. Latenna, I'm gonna need you to think for a second. No, god fucking damn it, dude. I went for a heal when I wasn't clear too. Okay, he was just straight up invisible there. That was weird. When he killed Latenna, he just wasn't rendered. I wonder, is that the shadow or is it a glitch? I'm gonna assume it's the effect of the shadow and that's why he can teleport to us. He's really just... Oh fuck, I messed up there. Yeah. Fuck. It seems like when I stay near Latenna, my summon, he swaps aggro faster. So we hit this, and then we just spam sip. This gives us just enough time. We're gonna stay near her. Yeah, he's like running from across the fucking room to do that. Okay, why is it occasionally just missing? There we go. I actually got a fucking heal off. Heal to full. Okay. Fuck! He swiped over me, but it still killed me. I was hoping the ducking from my last attack would make me dodge it, and then I could turn towards him. God damn it, dude. It's still level 1, so I can't, like, get hit with most of the attacks. We're getting better, though. I understand his timing just a bit. The dodging... Fuck! It didn't stagger him. I hit him, but it did... Ugh! God, dude. The thing that I hate most about the DLC is the thing that keeps fucking killing me, too. Inconsistent, like, stagger. Sometimes you hit him with your ability and he, like, you know, flinches. And we fucked up. We did it backwards. What the fuck? Okay, so he is actually just invisible for a second. Can we just get him in the corner? Full heal. Lieutenant's arrows help me fucking see him. That's crazy. Where are you? Okay, I thought she would be going for Lieutenant. Please, fucking die. Oh my god. And we had to dodge like a whole combo in that. But worth it. This is the teleport out. Where the fuck did you guys come from? Imagine they killed me. Where did you guys come from? Actually, though, they follow me from up there, I guess. That's the only way. Ugh, boss defeated. He's actually not even a boss. When you go up to the dancing lion, there's just one on the staircase. And right when you enter the DLC, that's like the first enemy. Damn it. No entrance to Bonnie, or from Bonnie Village to Midra's Manse. Where are the two entryways? I don't remember. I know there's two ways in, and one of them requires you to go to the back entrance of the Shadow Keep. And then you go down... I mean, we saw the thing that I was talking about. So look, right there, those roots below us. That is the Madness Forest. Below water level. You could see the water level there on the left, right? Blocked off barely by the mountain. And then Midra's Manse and the Forest of Madness is below. Oh. So what the fuck is up with that? What's the story there? Ugh. Oh, is it like a jump puzzle? Okay, Slimo, I'm taking off for a walk, but I stream open on TV and PC for views. I'll be back in 30. I need a walk for the day. Yeah, of course. Stay healthy. I walk around my enclosure to get enough steps in. Now, I walk around my house, like, just pacing back and forth. If I don't, like, walk up to the station down the street. So I have to pass. Holy shit. I have to pass the seal break to get down to Midra's Manse. Question mark? Pretty sure it's up that route right there. Tooth whip, it's all connected. For pity's sake, your place is in the jar. Nigh sainthood itself awaits you within. For shamans like you, this is your lot in life. Life were you accorded for this alone. Damn. So your entire purpose as a shaman, is what they're saying, is to be stuffed in a jar. And that's a horn-sent ghost saying it. Behold, sinner. So, the nobility are the ones who use the whips, the toothy whips, the bleed whips, which would mean House Hoslow, and... Huh. Is this House Hoslow right here? Is this the house? Is this Hoslow's house? Is this Hoslow? So you get a bleed whip here, like the Hoslow brothers. And that explains why he wants to be a potentate of pots and tending to the jar people. Oh, and like he's a good guy in the base game, but then you find out that they're actually evil in the DLC. And you feel bad for the jars that are making Dreglords. Okay. Okay. Alright. I think we're gonna have to break the seal on this one to get to the Midra section of the map. We are not gonna go... bonk. We're not gonna go up the back route. Jesus. So we upgraded our fragments. We killed a boss. That is typically my checklist for the day. I don't even know if I want to count that guy as a boss, though. Also, it says on the guides that I follow that as soon as you get here, you're going to be invaded. But we didn't get the invasion, and Needle Knight Lita's summon sign is still there. I have several questions. Let me just check it out real quick. What are the 2 ways to Midra's map? Standard challenging path through the Abyssal Woods from the Divided Falls, involving stealth and combat to navigate enemies. Yeah, wait until we get there. You'll see this kind of stealth that I'm using. And a hidden intended route revealed by using... Nananya's torch to burn tarps. Find a secret path with 3 fingers and get grabbed. Okay, you are out of your... The Google AI is dumb as rocks. None of that's true. You don't get Nananya's torch until you're in Midra's Manse. I'm trying to find out how to get there. The Abyssal Woods. That's what I should put. Abyssal Woods, Elden Ring. There aren't 2 distinct ways to enter the Abyssal Woods, rather than it's a single multi-step path. That is fucking wrong. That is just wrong. There's the path with the monk, and the fists that you enter, and then there's the secret route through the waterfall. Is this just the AI is fucking stupid. Defeat Jory the Inquisitor and Dark Knight. If you haven't defeated him, after defeating Jory Elder Inquisitor, use the freshly spawned Forsaken Graveyard Site of Grace, then head through the arcs to formally arrive at the Abyssal Woods. Is there not 2 ways into the Abyssal Wood? Start at the main gate plaza in Shadow Keep. So there's another way through the back of the Shadow Keep. I don't know why it's so wrong. It's not even like me misreading this. I know that there's another way. I don't know, maybe they both end up at the same place, but you take one back entrance. To the Dark Light Catacombs. Okay. Alternatively, continue south from the Recluse's River. Wait, that's the name of it? That's a lore drop. The Recluse's River downstream, Grace, until you reach the Village of Flies. Yeah. Entrance is guarded by a curse blade. Once you're within the village premises, go downhill into a drop down onto a ledge. Continue descending to the next ledge, and thereafter, taking out the man flies along the way. Eventually, you will make a jump across to a platform where there are shadow militiamen. This is the way we took, the alternative route. I don't know why it said there's only one route. Go across the cliff face to find the Dark Light Catacombs. Okay, so both of them wind up at the Dark Light Catacombs, and then you enter the Madness Forest from there. But I knew there was 2 routes to the place. This is the route we're probably going to have to do. Village of Flies. Bzzz. So we're here at Bonnie Village. We want to get to the Village of Flies, but I think I have to go through the river drop down. I think you go under here? Well, let's see if the seal breaks for us. Or, well, I'm gonna look down at the Village of Flies, and if there's a grave site path. I don't know what else to call it. The tombstone path, the path of the dead. The shattering path. Okay, so there is the Village of Flies that we're trying to get to. Google AI is just wrong. It's like there's only one route. I expanded it to see, and it was like there was only one path. I'm like, that is not true, because the first time I played through, I accidentally took a different path compared to Kami. Kami took the main entrance, and I accidentally walked through the back entrance and was like, oh, there's a whole thing over here. This map folds in on itself so many times. I guess there's only one place that you wind up, which I think is over here. But there's 2 ways to get there. The fuck was that? Whatever. Let's see if the seal breaks for us. If it breaks, it breaks. And we forced forward Tio and Moore and Ansbach's quest. I remember this fragment. And then the sunflower. Oh, there's like a secret herb tree here. Okay, so this isn't the route. Oh, but there are perfumers. Huh. Oh wait, there is a downward. Visions of poison. Behold house. All right. Bog. Could this be a introspection? Is there like a lore drop loot item? Toxic mossling. So far, so good. Hey, it's our friend. Hello, forager man. Okay, do we take that to more? I think so. Yeah, this is where we wound up before. Is there a grace over here? Before we fuck ourselves over, let's go to Moore and give him a talking to. Now we just need to give him that Forager Brood notebook. The more of them you find, the more the more you progress Moore's quest.
Welcome. I like for you things.
Purchase? Nope. Okay.
Goodbye.
The hell did we find? Item. Opaline pickled liver. Oh my god, that's so fucking useful. Where are you? Where are you? So the pickled livers give you resistance and large boost to non-physical damage negation. So every magic type. Instead of lightning damage or fire damage or magic damage, we just have resistance. Yeah. What about you?
Righteous tarnished.
I found another cross.
Well, I am much obliged. I can hardly believe it. He's divested himself of his very eye.
You can't see the truth without those.
No mere morsel of flesh. It is a vessel of soaring grace, proof of his Empyrean lineage.
I have something to tell you about the Empyreans,
Does
brother.
little of the kind intend to sever his very birthright, his fate as a child of the Earth Tree?
It's so crazy. I don't think I even got that line of dialogue before. Because normally when you go too far up this path and the seal breaks, Ansbach says he's moving into the Black Keep. I don't know if I ever went back and talked to him about the eye. That's pretty cool. New line of dialogue for us. I don't know if it's like new to the wiki or anything, but new for me. I've never heard that. It's also a very niche interaction. You have to not progress and go back remembering Ansbach wants to hear about the crosses. If I did get it, I don't remember it. Because it is right next to the path that cuts off that line. If I go up here, right to the entrance, or over here, it breaks the seal. We got really close, actually, and it didn't break. I wonder if there is a way down without breaking the seal. That would be a huge, like, community lore drop. You can get to the Madness Forest without progressing Tio and Ansbach's quest. Which means the progression thresholds that every guide I've watched and read so far is wrong. Which is crazy to say out loud. It's like, that happened on our normal level 1 playthrough with, what's his face? Blah, blah, blah. What the, I almost said Ansbach. What the hell is his name? Ensha. The guy who doesn't talk. Ensha's quest on the wiki said if you gather one of the medallions or whatever, then he'll invade you. But we got one, and he didn't invade us. We had to, like, do it in, like... Or we got all the way to the point at which he would invade, according to the wiki. But he wasn't invading us until we went through, like, one very specific interaction. So we found the actual, like, code checkmark for... Ensha. It wasn't where everyone thought it was. Which is lore dependent as well. Yoink. Fuck, is this a dead end? I'm like, I don't think this goes anywhere. Oh, okay, it's not. Rao base? This is gonna break the seal, right? This has to. Why can't I set a marker? Okay. You can literally see the architecture connect and change. That's so fucking cool. My god, this game is so good. So there was the cataclysmic event of the like Estelle meteorite, and from there it built up to Marika shattering the Elden Ring and then breaking all of the infrastructure of the world. So there's two apocalypses that happened. One in ancient times and one a little more modern, but still like ages ago. Fuck. So the divine tower we're looking at right now, and it is a divine tower. If it overlaid on the base map, we already did this in our original playthrough, and we found the spot. I don't know if anyone else has talked about it since we moved the map, but I opened Photoshop, took this map. I found that you can scale the pixels. I counted the pixels of the trees. I'm not even joking. It was like 14 up and down, 7 across. And it's the same for both trees. 14 up, 7 across. Pixels. So I scaled the map of the DLC to match the same size appropriately of the base game. And if you place it where there is a divine tower for the Scarlet Rot goddess, right? This isolated divine tower is Melania's. If you overlay this path and this path, right, to that tower, the DLC fits perfectly right here. It even overlaps Radahn's boss room and fills in the big missing segment of land here. So this area to the east is where the DLC originally comes from. That's why this that's why this tower is isolated. And to further prove it with in-game facts, if you go to this tower in-game, it shows it in the picture, but I'll show you in-game. There is land, ready? So there's no land here to this bottom part, right? This part. All around, there's no land, right? There's no land mass. But there is remnants of landmass on this side of the tower. As in, the land it broke off from is to the east. I'll show you right now. Which makes sense, because Crumbling Farum Azula is also part of that land, I think. See this little protrusion down here? That's environmental storytelling. I just showed you the other side, It doesn't have it down here, right? It doesn't have any surrounding, but it does have landmass to the east, where there's a big fucking chunk of land missing. That's the DLC. And that is in-game evidence. You don't need to argue. I just showed you. Unless you can pull up that tower. I just showed you. You literally can't. But unless you can go to that tower and find landmass on any other side of it, which you can't, you could find where this landmass comes from. And it also makes sense as a whole map, right? Because look, southeast, dragon. Northwest, dragon. Right? On both sides of the map, opposite of each other, are the Dragon Communion Mountains. Rikard's, which is now boiling over because he ate the snake, and Bale on the opposite side of the map. Everything aligns with that theory as well. Like, everything. We showed that on stream before. We showed how everything aligns. Because this is the ruins of Rua. This area right here is the Scarlet Rot boss, which means this segment of the map connected to that tower, right, is the Scarlet Rot land, which is here. This would be Scarlet Rot land. Who is right here? The Divine Tower of Melania and Mikola, which would be Scarlet Rot. So the Scarlet Rot Great Rune is connected to the Scarlet Rot boss in the DLC, location-wise. It's right next to it. There's no Scarlet Rot here. There's no Scarlet Rot here. There's none in the middle. There's some underneath with the scorpions that leads you to this point, which is this map right here. And that's why it overlays so well. When you press right back and forth on the map, it overlays there. Because that's where it is. So, many answers you'll get watching my stream, because I'm on to you, game designers. I, as a game designer, see the design in your game. And holy shit. I know that there's a bunch that I'm missing, but you're staring at the Divine Tower. Look how beautiful that looks. God damn. And then that's really just like the people at the top of the tower are the lions, right? The Divine Dancing Lion. And then at the bottom in here, in the Bellarat jail, are the demi-human moon followers and the katana wielders, which would be the same as the glintstone night maidens, because we just found their armor there. Who is the woman that would go from the Everjail underneath as a swordswoman to fight the divine lion at the top? The gloam-eyed queen with the Godslayer greatsword. And who do we know in the opening cinema or in the trailer for the DLC did exactly that? Fought their way to the top of this exact tower where Mikola's hiding. That's Marika, baby. Marika's the gloam-eyed queen. It has been that way the whole time. I was right. And onward we go. Into more evidence. Damn, I'm good. Hello, Giant. And that explains why you guys are here. Because you're part of this original society. I love this fucking game. Yeah, I know. This game is amazing. And also, goddamn, I'm good at lore analysis. I will give you your answers. Ask me anything. AMA, ask me anything about Elden Ring lore and I will give you the fucking answer. I swear. We will find it together if I don't know it. No. Can't really argue with all that proof though. Like, and nowhere else in the game are you gonna find things that align that good. That fucking decimated nerd. Oh fuck. I just fought enough of these guys in Night Rain that at least I can kill one of them. Get cover behind the rocks. Thank you. No! Ah, that shit didn't even hit me, and I knew it was coming. I pressed roll too late. Oh, well. Now we run by them. You just keep jump attacking their ankle until they poise break and, like, fall over. And then after that... oh, there's blood fiends over there. Blood fiends, I can also lore, analyze... God, I'm good. God, I'm good at lore analysis. I should have been a detective. I should have. That is what I should have done with my life. But instead we're here playing Elden Ring, talking about the lore. No, I know that those things align in the way that even when someone is trying to obscure the evidence like America is, we can find the truth. Ain't that some shit? Well, thank you, Torrent. You are a fucking tank. I was literally just thinking about that, and I was like, do you think he turned around already and is aimed at me? Did I put a tree between us? Before I could ask the fucking question out loud, Torrent gets hit with the biggest fucking arrow. What's screeching? What's a pig? Fuck. Have I never been up here? Beast horn. Okay, that's a lore important item if I've ever seen one. Do we go through here? Whoa! This has to be it. And then you see this here, and then you jump over here. Wow, did I finally find the way to that stupid fucking temple? Oh my god, I did. Wow, I think I have been here before, but I didn't remember that that was the route. Oh my god. Divine Bird Warrior, or Ornis. So yeah, the Divine Birds are part of the tower. You got the Birdmen, you got the Bird Women, and that goes into the Guardian. Fly away, Guardians, friends. Holy shit. There's so much fucking story now that Night Rain came out. I haven't even been looking at the game too much through the lens of Night Rain. I mean, I have been, but I know that there are going to be the people who argue, like, Night Rain's not canon at all. You're crazy for thinking it. But I think it is, but I don't even want those people to try and write off the evidence that I found. Everything I just said, though, that was in-game, base game. That's just Elden Ring, brother. Brothers and sisters and the non-binary. Everything I said, that's just base game. We went to the location and showed my work, right? The evidence. We're here in the Scarlet Rot area. At this part of the map. Scarlet Rot is because of corpses. Corpse Bloom. Death. Flowers. Mikola. Flower. Saint Trina. It's all connected. It's all the same shit. Dung Eater. How about that for some fucking parkour? So this is like Horn Scent Ruins and Society. Map piece, this is it. Ugh. I'm more confused now because we have so much of the map explored and we haven't broken the seal yet. Which leads me to believe that there is a way. Why is it always shortcut? Behold. Okay, so then we go down... Hold on, what does this path lead? So if we go back this way... Can we... Fog Rift Ford, Temple Ruins. Okay, so then you go through the river mouth. This is where I want to go right now. Because I know that there's a Shadow Tree fragment over there. And if we could get one more before the end of stream, we're pretty solid. We made a lot of progress today, even though I've been walking around yapping this whole fucking time. We killed a annoying boss. He's not like the healthiest boss. Like Bale is going to be like a 20-minute poison fest. But at least with this, we're like... We're in it, you know? And all that to say, Vati Videos was wrong and I'm right. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I definitely was right, though. Like, all of my... Was this... Like, I remember playing through it the first time. I'm like, is this just a reference to the Silmarillion? The rings of power, the great runes of power are rings. The Elden Ring, the one ring to rule them all. Like, I was like... jokingly analyzing and comparing it, and then I looked it up, and Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin were like, yeah, no, we based it off of Lord of the Rings world building. I was like, oh no, I've spent my whole life, not even joking, not hyperbole, if you've known me since like middle school, you know that I've spent my whole life writing like Tolkien-esque worlds for like my D&D campaigns and homebrew and fantasy worlds and stuff, which is funny because the game I'm making is not fantasy. Like modern fucking horror. But I do love fantasy writing, and when I am writing it, I try to make it like a Tolkien-esque world building. So it's funny to be like, is this Lord of the Rings? And then going and reading the Silmarillion and being like, oh, it literally fucking is, dude. It literally fucking is. Literary. Literally. Fucking is just the Silmarillion. I didn't know how right I was when I was joking about that before. I saw the two twisted trees and I was like, wait. No. No. It can't be that simple. It was in fact that simple. Thank you for being kind enough to let me prep this fight. Oh, shit. How dare you? Dude, my normal attacks don't do shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot who I was fucking with. I'm still level 1. It's like the most humbling thing to get one shot in these fucking games. It's like, oh yeah! I need to equip the shield talisman. Ritual sword and shield talisman is where it's at. Shield. I had the wrong ones on too. Technically that was stat increasing that whole time. I mean, it doesn't level me up, but it in my heart of hearts, I know that counts as like 5 levels. It's 5 levels worth of strength. It's not actually leveling up your character. You have access to these items at level 1, and some items you don't have access to. So it doesn't really count as a level up for most people. Actually, everyone who does no leveling playthroughs does it like that, where they put every piece of gear on that like levels up their stats so that they can get as strong as possible without leveling up. I'm just the only fucking sociopath that's willing to try complete raw level 10 stats. We sip. We summon. We sip. Alright, buddy. Me and you. Good shot, Lieutenant. No, I should have rolled towards him. Fuck me! I keep saying that, dude. I should have rolled towards him as the play. I was one attack away. That rhymed and I didn't even try to. It just happened. Let's kill this guy because he's gonna be like another boss level enemy. I mean, he's actually one-shotting me. Oh, we're not like a... I have so many questions about the rune breaking. Mikola's supposed to abandon his rune when you get too close to the Black Keep, which makes me think we're not supposed to be there yet. So maybe we go through. I wonder if Ansbach will have a line of dialogue for the, like, Mikola's cross on the other side of, or like in the Madness Forest. Because if he does, then I don't know if the wiki, again, with the wiki, I don't know if anyone has even gotten that line of dialogue. Sometimes it takes years for people to find shit in video games, so it's always worth exploring and trying out. Where the fuck did my souls go? Oh, I didn't even drop them. Alright, Lieutenant. Me and you, we got this. Shield up. Oh, my fucking spine. Oh, God. Oh, God. Tank him, Lieutenant. Oh, fuck. Kill him! Kill him and avenge me! My girlfriend will kick your ass. No. That's really what it feels like. I summoned a ghost, and they avenged me. Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, we killed him. No, there's a really strong talisman, if I'm not mistaken, behind them in that, like, pillar. In that doorway right there that he walks out of, I think, is the two-hand, like, power stance, talisman. Like, you get 15% extra damage using two hands. Which, after my time in Night Rain... Where's the lowly wretch character, huh? Where's the Night Rain wretch? That better be the last character that comes out. Dude, we're so close. This is exactly like the last boss. Or literally, the boss we were just fighting. Yeah! Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's awkward. Please die. Oh my god, that was risky. There's a chance he did like barely enough damage to or I barely did enough damage that he survived and then just fucking slammed me. Thank you, Lieutenant. For you. Your share of the loot. A shiny rock. I have arrived. Well, welcome, friend. You just saw me kill, like, another boss tier enemy. Kept fucking killing me and sending me back to the bottom of this. Yes! Yes, dude. Genuinely changing the way that I play. 15% extra damage while two-handing. So if I do this... Whoa, that's weird. Look at the blood that comes off my character. At first it's gray, and then it's red. Am I an Albinoric? Have I always been an Albinoric? Alright, Lieutenant, I thank you. You may go back to the great beyond until we need you again. Ring-a-ding-ding. That's such a good fucking talisman to have. Holy shit. Let's break this seal together. Fought DLC Radon in a small catacombs room. Oh my god, dude. This is what I mean by keep me up to date on your guys' adventures, because that's fucking crazy. Randomizers scare me for that exact reason. It's like you walk into, like the demi-human cave at the start where you get Box and you get Bale. Like, what do you even do? What do you do aside from just leave and go, well, there goes that fucking entire section of the game, right? Can't fight Bale in a tiny cave like that. Dog. So that's weird. Pressing pause while you're in that menu is the downvote. And you have to press select while you're in that menu. So is this just like an alternate route that they want you to realize is there? Maybe? You know me. I find routes where there are none, and obvious routes go completely ignored by me. I will stumble my way ass backwards into the fucking truth, I swear. The evidence is there, even if I'm not looking at it. Someone else will point it out to me. The power of chat. Is he guilty, chat? Did they do it? Is Mikola the bad guy, chat? Bale was unscaled DLC level, chilling in the starting zone. Or tutorial boss soldier and Godric replaced with That is actual fucking nightmare fuel. That is the funniest thing I can imagine happening. You walk into the fucking tutorial level, and it's just promised consort Radon, dude. Like, what the fuck? That's kind of what happened to him. That's what happened to our boy there. So what the fuck is this? Is this gonna take me to the roof? I'm scared of jumping up here. Try south. I'm scared of hitting this jump and it's the right path but breaks the seal. So I'm gonna go back down this way to just look. That's the way we came from, right? No, we came from over here. What the fuck is this? This is... Oh, there's a grave underneath. Huh. Was Bale replacing Tree Sentinel? Yeah, what the fuck? I'm imagining, like, the starting dragon, like the beginning dragon that is in the lake. But instead of the opening where they come down and smash the pyre where they're sacrificing... I almost said hollow. Where they're sacrificing the undead nobles. You just get the phase 2 shots of Bale just like in a line. It's circling there and just do. That would suck. Lake Dragon. It actually was the Lake Dragon? That's so much funnier. That's so much fun. That's exactly where I imagined. I think you've mentioned it before as well. Like, holy shit. That's the perfect place for Bale as like an outdoor boss. Like there's a water, river, bed. Oh my god. That's awkward. Oh, okay. I'd avoid that leg like the boy. Yeah, Tree Sentinel was Radagon? What? What? The final fucking boss was at the start of the game? Right when you leave the tutorial? Who was the grafted scion at the start of the game? That's my actual question. Wow, that's awkward. I died on the fucking Grace, essentially. Oh, there's a Grace over there. What the fuck? Wow, that's awkward. Literally within the line of sight of the Stake of America. Yeesh. That's a cursed starting area. Actually cursed. You have, like, the hardest bosses from the end of the game at the beginning of the game. That would be a cool way to design it. Like, if they intended that, like, Radagon, Falling Star Beast? Dude, fuck that. That's, like, my least favorite boss to fight, low level, like, unprepared. I think as a no leveling on my base, like, playthrough, doing no leveling, like, that was one of the hardest bosses. And I went like through the optional one in like right outside of Rykard's Manor, and I was like, dude, I just have to fucking kill one of these guys. I wanted to kill like one of every boss in the game so that no one could be like, well, you skipped content or you glitched stuff out. Like, we fought every boss as legit as possible. Legitness? That's legitness. But no, we fought every single boss except Placidusax. And it's honestly because I forgot about Placidusax, which is the saddest thing for me. I like did the whole game. Now that means we're gonna have to beat the DLC, and then when we run hands with Radon, we're gonna have to go and fight the true Lord of Dragons, Placidusax. Alright. But hey, we did it legit. No broken builds. No leveling. The fucking starting zone sword that you get from the Radon, like, what is it? The Soldier of Radon or Soldier of Radagon? I do not like this path. I don't like any of these paths. I like love them in terms of what they do for the game, like opening it up and folding back in on itself. What I don't like about them is what just happened to that fucking flying critter right there. It's exactly what's gonna happen to me if I'm not paying like the closest attention. Thank you. It would be funny if you loot the head off of that thing and it the head goes away. Okay, we got the Sight of Grace there, so we're kind of fine. Ooh, what's that? Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Placidusax was in a cave. Oh, so he actually was in a cave. Yikes. I saw someone beat Placidusax with like a club. So he's not like the hardest boss to beat, no leveling, so it's not going to be like, oh, we have to go back for like one of the hardest bosses. I legitimately just forgot about Placidusax. I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch me going through like Farum Azula, I'm like, we'll come back to this, and then I just forget about it and go through the rest of the game because I had to beat Malekith, and then we had to go through Horaloo, and then we had to go through Radagon to get to the Elden Beast of Phase 2, and then we had to beat the Elden Beast. So it was like 4 or 5 bosses. Like, they just neuralized me with the Men in Black forget stick. It's the neuralizer, but you know, I got sidetracked. So we're gonna have to go back to Placidusax. I challenge you. Oh, wait. Now I have a real lore question. What's this guy doing here? Don't explode. Do anything but explode. God, I fucking love this horse. Nope. God, I've gotten so used to dodging that from fucking Night Rain. It's crazy. I fought so many of these in Night Rain that I'm like, I am now the Tree Slayer. Well, let's see how true that is. Fuck. Use the rock to bait it out. Get sliced, nerd. Please don't. First try. Take this with you to the fucking afterlife. Alright. Doubled up on bosses. One of them was actually a hard one, and we just perfect him. We just made one of the hardest bosses in the game that everyone complains about looking like a fucking low-level mob, dude. Level 1, all 10s. God damn. Now you see why I'm flexing on people. I'm like, yeah, okay. That was crazy. Wish we got torrent cosmetics. Don't, you know what? DLC started with the horse armor for Oblivion. I'm okay with no horse armor. Torrent is beautiful the way they are. Okay? I love my goat horse. The saddlebags and all. Would armor have been cool? Yes. I always put diamond armor on my Minecraft horse, so I get it. But if it means that I would have had to pay for it, fuck that, dude. If it were earned and it actually made him, like, armored up and more resistant to things, that would have been so cool. Alright. And we can call it there. Nah, in-game, not purchasable. Yeah, I know, I'm just messing around. Horse armor was the joke there, don't worry. I knew you meant, like, actual, like, cosmetics. I'm talking, like, armor up. Like, imagine if your horse had armor. Don't worry, I cleansed myself with the fingers. I used the gold needle. You don't actually have to beat, subdues a once accepted frenzied flame. One of the unalloyed gold needles that Mikola crafted to ward away the meddling of outer gods, capable of subduing the flame of frenzy if inherited, allowing one to cheat fate and avoid becoming Lord of Frenzied Flame. However, the needle is as yet unfinished and can only be used in the heart of the storm beyond time, said to be found in Faramazula. I wish his mane grew out. I'd want him to have a long, wispy mane. No, it's funny that you get like a donkey, horse, mule, goat hybrid. Torrent's beautiful the way they are. I need more spirit ash. Okay, we're up to requiring 3 fragments to level up. True progress. 2 bosses killed, 1 world, 1 fog gate. If any of the moves that I dodged made contact, I would have died on that last boss that I just killed a couple seconds ago. That boss is tough. I remember the one outside of Rykard's Manor gave me so much trouble. I had to fight it like numerous times. So walking up to one and killing it first try, I can literally tell you that Night Rain made me better at fighting the bosses. It went from a boss that gives me trouble to a boss that I just one-shot. God damn. Thank you, Wilder. Alright, we'll call it here. We did good. We made a lot of progress. I have more lore to analyze. I'm like scared of breaking the seal. I'm gonna go look at more guides, find the other path down. On my like normal save file, and then I'm gonna try and walk the alternate path. Because you go through here and then you find these and then you jump down to get here. So I want to see if there's another way to Midra's Manse. But then there's all of this area. There's all of this area. There's so much to explore in the DLC. We're like just beginning and somehow halfway through. Like you can just rush to the end of these games. A lot of the bosses are optional. Like R'Lana or whatever. We just jumped by her. You never have to fight her. You can go up to Mesmer. Mesmer, I think, is required. And Rowana or whatever, the poison one. Actually, if you get Mesmer's flame, you might be able to take it up through the Divine Dancing Lion. If not, then there's a lore implication there. Because that means you have to burn it here, which ties this Scarlet Rot area to this tower, Scarlet Rot to this Divine Tower, which again goes to prove my theory of it being connected to this landmass that's missing. You have a piece of land here, and then obviously this giant segment of land that was ripped from the earth. So not only does it literally align when you put the maps together, because I've done that on stream, but then it ties this tower to Scarlet Rot as a requirement. You have to go through here to get there, if that is the case. All right. We did not get to Midra's Manse today. I will say, the thing that I set out to do, which was get here, we could have just walked up the path, gone into here, and then went out. Like, I know we could have walked there, but walking beyond this point, literally this spot right here, breaks Mikola's seal that's down here. And I want to see if we can get to Midra's Manse without breaking the seal. If so, there might be another cross that we can talk to Ansbach about. So those are all what ifs and potentials that I want to do now, because I can't do them unless I go start a new game plus on my other save and beat every fucking boss again to get to the DLC, and then beat every DLC boss up to that point. So I'd rather do the challenge run and also look for lore, which is insane. But we made progress today. We killed bosses, upgraded our stuff. We did good. Level 1 Midra will be interesting. Yeah, if I can make it look easy, that'll be fun. I think phase 2 is going to be the problem. Fighting Midra, like the tiny dude beforehand, is going to be funny. Fighting Midra phase 1 might be like the entry level exam, and then when they turn into madness explosion, take up the entire arena, and rocking buildup of madness on me, I'm gonna have to like bring in clarifying boluses and stuff. So we're gonna have, it's gonna be interesting when we get there. I am on my way there in the playthrough right now, because I want to see if we can do that before the Black Keep and everything else. All right, stay safe, everyone. I'm not streaming tomorrow because I'm working on my game, and then the day after that I will be streaming. We are going on an every other day schedule now. I was actually programming my game this morning all the way up until like 5 minutes before I started my stream, because I was like, please, oh, I need to get this coded. And I finally finished adding like cosmetics and doing stuff like that to the main character in my like game, which are going to be unlockables and stuff. Funny that we're just talking about cosmetics. So that's what I've been doing in my free time. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I hope everyone is pursuing their dreams as much as possible in the beginning of the new year. Even if you don't make it to the end, start a project. Fuck around. Find out. And I'll see you the day after tomorrow.